Hi guys, this is Marissa and welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Wife, where we talk about budgeting tips to help you win with money. In today's video, I'm continuing a series that I started last week, and that is sharing about financial lies that I once believed and then how my mindset has been changed. If you missed the first video, I will go ahead and leave a link to it up above for you to catch up, but I'm very excited to be continuing this series with you guys. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. And with that, let's talk about our lie this week, which is credit cards are bad. Yes, for a while in my life, I totally believed that credit cards were bad. Growing up, I had seen some people misuse credit cards and end up in so much debt. And I also knew how high interest rates were on credit cards. I'd seen people buy things that they don't need on credit and ended up in mountains of debt. I remember when I was in high school, I even had friends who had credit cards and were using them for normal expenses, but I thought that they were crazy of taking on debt in order to buy things that they truly didn't need. I remember when I was in college, I took a communications class and we had to give a speech to our class about anything that we wanted to convince our class of. And so I decided to do mine on credit cards and why you shouldn't open a credit card. And so I talked about all the things of why you don't need a credit card and you can get into debt and then you're paying so much money in interest and you're buying things you don't need, so you don't even need a credit card, so don't even look at it. But I didn't really take a look at the benefits that come with using credit cards. Yes, I took Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University class in college, and as well then, I did not think that it was very smart to open a credit card and use one for any reason. But once I had graduated college and I had gotten married, I actually did open up a credit card. And here is why my mind changed when it comes to credit cards. Number one, I realized that you needed credit for things more than just borrowing more debt. For example, Jacob and I were going to rent an apartment and they actually ran our credit score to see if we would be good renters. I know that having a credit score is this super weird thing of just the cycle of debt where you need to borrow more debt to prove that you're good with using debt, to be able to prove that you can take on more debt. It's like this weird cycle, but you need a credit score for things more than just taking on additional debt. The second way that my mind changed was realizing that credit cards aren't good or evil. They are just a piece of plastic. It is just simply a tool, and it depends on how you use it. So credit cards aren't inherently evil, but they are simply a tool that you can either use well and use responsibly, or you can use not so responsibly. But credit cards themselves should not be looked at as evil. The third way that I changed my mind was realizing that credit cards actually can be used responsibly. And I'm able to use a credit card responsibly because I have a budget. And so I have a budget that tells me where my money is going to go every single month, and I follow that as my plan. And so if I don't have money in my eating out category or in my miscellaneous category, or things like that, then I'm not going to spend the money on my credit card simply because it's a credit card. I've changed my mindset when it comes to using a credit card to use it more as a debit card. So if I don't have the money in the bank or in my budget, I'm not going to use it on a credit card. I also use my credit card responsibly with using it on daily things like groceries and gas and things that I'm going to be spending money on anyway. For me personally, I don't feel a difference if I spend money with cash or with card, so I don't have a problem with using card for my personal spending. I just make sure that I do it responsibly by already having a budget set and going off of that budget. And at the end of the month, I pay off my entire credit card bill in full, and I have never paid a dime in interest. And finally, I realized that having credit card rewards is actually pretty great. Dave Ramsey has this quote of something along the lines of how millionaires didn't become millionaires from credit card rewards. And that is totally fair. Yes, it's true. But that doesn't mean that having credit card rewards isn't a good thing. For us, we have one credit card that gives us 1.5% cash back. And the way that we use that card is we use it on the majority of our purchases for daily things like food and gas and all of those sorts of normal expenses. And at the end of the year, we look at our cashback balance and we use that as our Christmas fund. And so we therefore don't have to save a lot over the year for Christmas, and we use our cashback rewards for that purpose. So that has definitely been a great reward to have. We have another credit card that is with Alaska Airlines, and it does have an annual fee, which I don't love, but The great thing about the Alaska credit card is that you get miles, and then also once a year you get a companion fare. So if I buy a ticket, then I get to take Jacob along with me for free. And so the $75 really isn't that bad when you think of that you're also getting a free ticket. So I'm more considerate as I get a free ticket plus Jacob's for $75 plus taxes and fees. So that is an actual great benefit for us in this season of being young and wanting to travel once a year. We already knew that we were wanting to travel, and so this has just been a great way for us to save on travel costs. And Jacob and I have actually recently used our companion fare to purchase a ticket. We are going to Hawaii in May. And with that, I only had to pay around $400 for us to both go round trip from Portland to Hawaii. I know that the topic of credit cards can be very controversial in the debt-free community, but I truly don't think that credit cards are bad. They can be used for good if you use them responsibly and still use a budget and pay them off every single month in full. So that is all I have for this video, and sharing a little bit about how my mindset changed from thinking that credit cards are bad to realizing that credit cards can be good if you use them responsibly. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and also leave me a comment down below and let me know what is a financial lie that you have once believed, or maybe let me know a topic that you're wanting me to cover about this financial lie series. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and turn on those bell notifications so you won't miss when I post a new video. And with that, I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye guys.